Make sure to check out my Kofi account, link down in the description. And check out my other series, Modern Classics and TV Treasures.
Watch yourself, don't fall off of the shelf.
You must be the new voice in town.
What's that sound? Is someone moving round? Sit down for a spell. You don't look so well.
Wait a minute, I feel great. You just leave yourself to fate. You might as well just hang around.
It's too late, we've got to operate.
Just trying to relax.
It's the house of wax. Oh, I remember Frankenstein. Shivers up my spine. Wow.
I'm for getting out of here.
We'll go to the cellar down below. Trouble is a bubbling in the brew. And while you're down there, Mr. Vincent Price will give you good advice. He'll know what to do. You just tell him boo. He will put the motor with the storm, telling you. It's like a movie. It's a big movie show.
Happy Halloween, my boils and ghouls. I am Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache, and welcome to part 1 of Scaretober. And with the new Joker movie coming out, I decided to bring a special guest star to the show. Welcome to the show, the Joker! Hello, everybody! I'm your friendly neighborhood Joker! It'll be a hot time in the old town tonight! And before we get into this spooky review, let us talk about William Castle. Back in the 50s, when television was starting to become the new kid on the block, because of this, the main goal was getting bums in the seats when it came to going to the movies. Here comes this man, William Castle, who's not only a director, but he is the definition of a showman, as he had gimmicks. House on Haunted Hill, he would have a skeleton float above the audience's heads. When it came to the film The Tingler, he would have buzzards in the seats to make it feel like the Tingler was coming through the theater. When it came to films like Teen Ghosts, he had a pair of 3D glasses that would either show you the ghosts or remove them. And today, he's going to review The Descendant of Man Who Laughs, which was the inspiration for me, called Mr. Sardonicus. Mysterious and cruel baron named Mr. Sardonicus has his face frozen in a horrifying grin and demands a British doctor to apply experimental treatments on his face to restore it. So, what do I think of Mr. Sardonicus? Well, I like it. The film was based on a short story published in Playboy magazine. The makeup for Guy Ralph was extremely uncomfortable and took more than an hour to really apply. That's why a good chunk of the movie doesn't really have him wearing the makeup. The gimmick used for this film is that if you think Sardonicus should get his comeuppance, give a thumbs up. If you think he doesn't deserve it, give a thumbs down. They've pretty much pulled a Kong versus Godzilla and filmed 2 endings, but that's a story for another time. When the film finally came out, it mostly got mixed to negative reviews, despite it being praised by the New York Times and All Movies. What I like about Mr. Sardonicus is that you never see what his face looks like. They mostly keep it in mystery, so when you finally do see what his face looks like, it's quite the doozy. There's just something about his deformed smile which is both disturbing and hilarious. And the story of a man having a deformity he wishes to hide is nice callback to the Phantom of the Opera. And this whole backstory does have roots in The Man Who Laughs, which the character Gwen played, who was in that film, was the inspiration for the Joker. Sardonicus is played by Guy Routh, best known for his role in the Puppet Master series, but viewers of my show might recognize him as Count Olga from Snow White and the Three Stooges. He goes to his father's grave looking for a lottery ticket. Am I the only one who finds it funny that he goes after a lottery ticket? I mean, seriously, a lottery ticket? They couldn't think of anything else? Heads for the hills after seeing whatever the hell this is. He lures in women and also puts leeches on the maid's face. Has an assistant named Krill, who he later interrogates the maid for trying to rat them out. And he interrogates her with leeches. It's a very intense scene. Also keeps the doctor hostage and threatens to give his wife the same treatment that his face got. And even Krill questions it. Then Mr. Sardonicus pretty much says, "You didn't always used to look like that. Remember that you had 2 eyes at one point." The doctor finally agrees to go through with it and starts experimenting, and he uses it with a dog, and the dog looks pretty dead. God damn it, haven't you learned anything from Joe Bob Briggs?
One of the main rules of horror films is that you can kill as many people as you want to, but you never kill a pet. People get upset.
I say if you want to rub another man's rhubarb, check out Mr. Sardonicus. 5 stars. For the next review, I'm Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache, and stay tuned for part 2 of Scaredtober. What did you think of my review, Mr. Joker? Certainly approve of this review, Mr. Henry Mockingbird. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go cause chaos. I'm glad you approved. I'm Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache again, signing off.
This is weird. It's much worse than I feared. I'll close my eyes and make it disappear.
This is strange. It ain't home on the range.
You just tell St. Pete that you got cold feet. There goes the sun, here comes the night. Somebody turn on the light. Somebody tell me that fate has been kind.